So, Monsieur Etienne,
Hi, I'm Etienne, journalist at the BBC.
Hi, I'm Shweta. I'm journalist of the Times.
hi, I'm Ayman. I'm the chairman of BMW. I've been here for 20 years and I have a lot of experience at BMW and I'm happy to be here.
Hey, my name is Gabriel. I am the CEO of BMW. Been here for 10 years and excited for this interview.
Hello, my name is Pietro. I'm the VP of Finance at BMW. Excited to be here on this call.
Great. So, good afternoon to all of you. Today, we're speaking with BMW's leadership team about the company's strategy in China. For decades, BMW dominated the premium segment through engineering and brand prestige, but the Chinese EV market has changed dramatically, with domestic manufacturers gaining market share and redefining what consumers expect from a car. So the key question today is whether BMW can maintain its traditional premium positioning or whether it needs to fundamentally adapt to compete in this new environment.
Uh, Chinese automakers like BYD and Li Auto are offering electric vehicles that are significantly cheaper while also integrating advanced digital ecosystems designed specifically for Chinese consumers. Is BMW prepared to localize its technology and pricing to compete directly with these players, even if that risks weakening the brand's premium positioning?
This is exactly the strategic tension we face. On one hand, competing directly with domestic EV manufacturers would require significant localization, particularly in software integration and pricing. On the other hand, BMW's competitive advantage has always been premium engineering, driving performance and global brand prestige. Our challenge is determining how much adaptation is necessary without compromising the core identity that defines the brand.
Okay, interesting. Core identity. And we know that domestic Chinese automakers now control more than half of the market, and youngest buyers increasingly prioritize digital features over traditional driving performance. If BMW refuses to adapt fully, isn't there a risk of becoming irrelevant in the worlds of the largest automotive market?
Yeah, so this risk absolutely exists and we are very aware of it. However, strategy is about trade-offs. So, like, if we aggressively cut prices and outsource our digital ecosystem to local tech firms, the problem is then we might gain some short-term volume, but we would permanently dilute the BMW brand, and a premium brand cannot survive if it becomes interchangeable with mass market alternatives.
Okay, all right. But Chinese EV companies are increasingly described as producing smartphones on wheels, deeply integrated with digital platforms like WeChat and Baidu. If BMW insists on maintaining its proprietary software rather than adopting these ecosystems, aren't you competing with a weaker digital experience?
That's a fair concern. I would say our strategy is not to ignore the local ecosystem, but to integrate selectively through partnerships while maintaining control over the core vehicle architecture. In other words, we want to deliver the digital experience customers expect without giving up on the engineering and technological foundation that differentiates BMW globally.
Okay, but BMW's brand has traditionally been built around driving performance. Many Chinese consumers today prioritize comfort, digital entertainment, and what some call the smart cabin experience. Is BMW at risk of optimizing for a definition of luxury that Chinese customers no longer value?
So, consumer expectations are evolving, and we recognize that. However, we believe premium mobility should not become purely about screens and gadgets. So our objective is to expand the in-car digital and also comfort experience while preserving the engineering quality and driving performance that have defined BMW for decades.
Okay, that's interesting. However, China has historically been one of BMW's most important markets and a major source of profit. If your strategy results in lower market share there, doesn't that weaken BMW's ability to finance the global transition to electric vehicles?
I mean, that is the financial tension we constantly evaluate, but China has been a critical source of cash flow for BMW so far, and those resources support large investments in electrification and next generation platforms. However, chasing volume through aggressive price competition would erode margins and weaken the brand, in my opinion. Our approach is to protect long-term value rather than maximize short-term market share.
So ultimately, which path does BMW take?
I would say our position is clear. BMW will adapt where necessary, particularly through local partnerships and digital improvements, but we will not abandon the premium positioning that defines our brand. The goal is not to become another domestic EV manufacturer. The goal is to remain the distinctive premium alternative in a rapidly changing market.
Thank you,
Okay,
Eamon,
that's great.
Gabriel, and
Thank you so
Pietro.
much.
That's all the
Thank
Thank
time
you,
we have today
everyone.
for
That
the
was a
call.
good call.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.